we would listen to all these shows. We would hear what they were doing. We would try and find something unique. And that's where I think we were talking about, like, for me, I'll start with the unprofessional news. I wanted it to be the Daily Show on the radio, right? Like when you watched the Daily Show, it was so tough to be, and maybe you remember this, like, because I know a lot of times you were reading the news. It's hard to find a line between I am giving you the news, but I'm also a human with a sense of humor like you. I know that when I listen to the news, I look at the guy and I go, and I start making fun of him, right? Like this is human nature. But if you are on the radio, why can't you do the same thing? I think it's more identifiable or relatable to someone than it is buttoning up and giving the news in a like you don't even see real news people doing that anymore. You know what I mean? Like there's no real news. I turn on the news now and they're standing in front of a green screen of a viral video talking about it for 10 minutes. And I'm like, what are you doing? Give me the weather. I just don't understand what's happening sometimes there. And I don't think they know either. But I feel like our business was in a state of, we didn't really know what was next. And so we were trying to figure that out. So with the unprofessional news, wanted to make fun of the news. I wanted to have some satire with that. We had like a lot of webisodes, a lot of internet videos, right? We had a lot of these moments where we wanted to put it on YouTube. And so we had Friday jams. We had like Viral Today, trying to bring people these viral videos, play them on the radio. You know, there was nobody playing audio of these things that everybody was talking about.
Before you move too far, can we play an unprofessional news?
Oh man, you want to revisit one?
I don't remember. I don't know what one I chose.
So I hate everything I ever did. So no, I don't. But if you want to, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it.
What this one, because we would upload these to YouTube and it would just be the Mason and Remy webisodes, and there would be no video to this. It was just audio, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play this one. We'll see what this is about.
Okay.
Now with Mason and Remy and Unprofessional News.
From the Unprofessional News Desk, I am totally spent on elections.
Seriously.
Done. Election coverage. Every news station said, let's go to Sally McNewsy Pants, who's out with blah, blah, blah campaign in random city. Seriously, like 30 minutes after the polls closed, they were projecting winners. How is that even possible?
Really?
Let's check the spread. If you had Roy Blunt over Carnahan in the office pool, great job. Over in Illinois, it seems that Mark Kirk has edged out Alexi Janulius for the Illinois Senate seat. Pat Quinn and Bill Brady are still hanging out in extra innings.
This is cutting edge election coverage. and right now, like, why is this not what's happening? I would watch that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bud, but you were like ahead of your time on this. When I see this, I think Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
It's a sports report.
I love it. You even were like, let's check the spread. Oh my God. Such a great, I'm sorry. I just wanted to pause and talk about how great you were in this moment. So,
I think you probably wrote it, but let's go on.
It's still too close to call. Hey, propositions and also amendments all passed. Let that roll out. I want to jam for a little bit.
Man.
All right. Ray Krossick brought a gun to a knife fight.
Former St. Anne councilwoman is accused of paying 14 and 15-year-olds $1 a sign to steal Democratic candidate Eileen McGagan's yard signs.
Oh my God, it's no holds barred. Anything goes. It's a cage match. My God.
That's dirty politics and some form of child labor violation, I'm sure.
Seriously, those kids were just trying to be entrepreneurs.
All right, I'll give you that.
We could go forever on that. Do you remember the reverb? Do you remember the reverb?
I heard it in there.
Put a little bit of reverb on the station. That was like 2% reverb because it tested better or something like that.
Yeah, that's a weird thing that happened in radio. And like AM talk radio stations specifically. And I think it's to fill the silence because it's weird to them. But yeah, man, a lot of stations have the reverberation on the voice processing. It's so weird to hear that back. And especially the like I haven't heard that in years, which is wild to think that we just
pretty tight.
It was a good one.
like you said you hate everything you've ever done, and there's a lot of stuff that I've done that's very cringeworthy for sure. But like, that was tight.
It was good. It
I
sounded
don't know.
good. Like when you said, I don't know.
Air check ourselves here. That was
Right. Just if we could take a second to appreciate us. No, like when you said, I don't know which one this is, I went, ooh, this could be ugly, but nice. Super glad that turned out to be a good one. But that was one of the things, like nobody was doing that. Nobody had the guts to do that stuff. You know what I mean? And I think it stood out from the norm, which is what everybody else was doing. So we were trying to find these ways to stand out. And when I remember everybody had a Friday song, like, I don't want to work, I just want to bang on the drum, whatever, like, you know what I mean, stereotype or trope that was there. And I remember we said, why don't we just write a new Friday song every week?
Yeah.
And we can have it talk about what happened in the week. And we did that for 10 years.
Man.
So what's your excuse, every artist?
Do you want to hear the first one?
Oh man, you have the first one? You actually have the first Friday Party Jam?
Well, this is the first one that we uploaded to YouTube, and this had to be pretty close to when we first started in April. So this is the Friday Morning Country Party Jam from 6/4/2010.
That'd be June. So if we went, yeah, okay. The first documented Friday Party Jam on our YouTube page. Because I mean, to be fair, your first couple of months in a job, you probably don't want those documented, right? Like, let's give them a little bit of time to get their feet wet and see how it goes, and then you start going, okay, now it counts. So maybe maybe June was when we started saying it counts. Are you going? Are you ready?
Happy Friday.
And every Friday we jam.
And we have a party.
We have a Friday morning country party jam. You ready?
I'm ready.
Take it.
Tonight we're going to the cards game. If you're going, let us know.
I will seriously buy you a beer just for putting up with our show.
Bull Day at Bush is the 15th. Hit the website and holler. Do it quick, though. They won't last. We got tickets for under $10 at 937thebull.com.
We should be totally embarrassed plugging the website in this song. And how come the guitar stops every time I sing?
I'm sorry.
Cause it's a Friday, yeah. Mason and Remy Friday Party Jam. Tonight we're going to the cards game, yeah. A Friday morning country party jam. All right, let's go. Crazy short week of news to recap. A lot happened, though, when you take a quick look back. Alan Tippergore got divorced. The ump blew a perfect game. We lost a golden girl, too. Rue McClanahan was her name.
Rest in peace, Blanche Devereaux.
Wait, Gary Coleman, Dennis Hopper, and now Blanche. That's 3.
Let's hope this madness is over.
Betty White will live forever!
The last golden girl standing.
2, 3. Who thought James Cameron could solve this oil leak? I'm pretty sure the rumor started as someone comparing it to Titanic.
That's a bit of a stretch.
You want to write the rest?
Sure. CMT thinks Nickelback has a country hit.
I disagree, but the poll in our blog says you like that kind of music. Cause it's a Friday, yeah. Mason and Remy Friday Party Jam. Cause it's a Friday, yeah. A Friday morning country party jam.
I'm through with sitting on the side of the studio with Mason in control of the whole dang show. I'd like to do a Nickelback version of our Friday party jam.
I'll have a quesadilla. No quesadilla.
Cause it's a Friday, yeah, a country party jam. A Mason Remy Friday, a Friday party jam. Nickelback style, I can't believe that he hasn't stopped me.
And that's why I don't let you write songs.
But my Chad Kroeger impression is
Really, really bad is what it is.
Man, that was different.
Is that the end? Okay, wow.
That was different. So the format was a little bit different.
Like how it changed over the years. That's the first time I've heard that in 10 plus years. We're doing a lot of that. I don't know if you've realized we're coming back. We're air checking ourselves for the first time ever.
The chorus was relatively the same, but
somewhat.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was interesting to hear. But again, well produced, well written. Kudos to you. Well performed.
We spent a lot of time on those.
Yeah, and you could tell, I think we could tell over the years that we were like, "All right, let's tone it down."
Yeah.
We eventually were like, "Me, you, yeah, well, yeah, it's that was highly produced." When we first started, man, I don't know how much stuff we did that was live. You know what I mean? Not a lot of stuff. We did so much that was produced. We came in the morning. We recorded the song in advance so we wouldn't mess it up live on the air. We recorded unprofessional news in advance so we wouldn't mess it up live on the air. Like
Yeah.
this was a big deal for us. Like we were working really hard every day. Up at 3, 4 a.m. To the station by 5, on the air at 6 till 10, and then we were working hard into the afternoons sometimes and into the evenings when concerts came.